Wow, Mario Party 4 goes really fast. We are already at the last episode of Shy Guy Jungle Jam. Pretty exciting. Fortunately, I have my ticket, so there's a chance that I can get the start. Ooh! Let's see. I think there's a 1 in 64 chance. Oh, no. Oh well, but I'm glad I got the ticket anyways. Just because. So first place DK. So I'm thinking about bonus stars. I have the happening bonus star. Waluigi is the coin star. I don't know about minigame star. I'm not confident that I have it. I could. I'm not confident. Oh. Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's just the star is free instead of having to pay 20 coins. Okay, so I could just get a magic lamp, but I don't know that the magic lamp will be there, because last time I was at that item shop, it was not there. So I don't know. Just don't know. Speaking of which, back to Bible study. This is probably going to be the only time I ever do this, unless this video series just absolutely blows up, and everybody on Earth, including former President Barack Obama, says that I need to do this. I don't know why I chose Barack Obama in particular. Somehow, in my mind, it still feels like he's president because he was the president from when I was 8 years old to 16 years old. So whenever in that time period I was talking about the presidents, it was just Obama. And then, of course, Trump became president. And frankly, I don't really care what Trump thinks about me. Not that I necessarily loved Obama. I mean, we could get into the whole drone strike thing, and, you know, there's some other stuff. It was okay. I recently watched that clip of him showing his birth video, which I remember watching at the time, and that was very funny. Say what you will about his neoliberalism, but I like the Lion King joke. Pretty funny. And, well, actually, now that I think about it, Joe Biden's really religious, so maybe he's watching this. So if Joe Biden approves, then fine. Although people are not approving of Joe Biden, if you've seen the ratings. And I've just been mashing buttons here, so I don't know which canon I'm in. Okay, Bible study. Light of the world. Okay. So this is Matthew 5, verse 16. In the same way, let your shine. Oh my, we were all in that? Okay. Let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. But then later, in Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says that we shouldn't pray in front of people, or that we shouldn't do good deeds in front of other people for the sake of their praise. He says something like, if you do it in private, then you'll have your reward in heaven, but for those who do it in public, they already have their reward. So there may be a tension here. Maybe there's a difference between the let your light shine. So maybe oh, that's funny. Did he just use a mini mushroom and go one? Oh, okay, she's using a lamp anyways, so doesn't matter. So maybe praying in front of people doesn't count as a light being before others, but it does say that so that they may see your good works. So they're supposed to see the good works? I guess you should be a good example, but what does it mean? But then later he says something that you shouldn't always try and give charity out to people in public. So maybe it's a matter of balance. Because you shouldn't, it's like the YouTuber that gives money to homeless people for the YouTube video, or I guess the more contemporary example would be for the TikTok or something. As opposed to being a good example in one's community So maybe it's a matter of intentions is the difference? That could be. Could be. But anyways, moving on to the next part, the law and the prophets. This is Matthew 5, verse 17. Oh, but first, hold on. I have to look at the controls here, because this is easy to screw up. Mario Speedwagons. R, accelerate. When your meter starts blinking, it's time. Okay. You can hit the gas a little before the green light for a good start. Okay. I think I can do this. I think I can, saith the little engine that could. Which is a rather good book. I should reread that. Very enjoyable. So a little before the green light. And then when it starts blinking, press A to shift gears. Let's see. Okay, that worked out. The law and the prophets. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law of the prophets. So this is important for the Gospel of Matthew. The Gospel of Matthew is all about showing Jesus as the new Moses, as being in harmony with the Old Testament. Throughout the Gospel of Matthew, the common refrain is, and this was done in order to fulfill so-and-so, something that was in the Old Testament. So that's a trademark of the Gospel of Matthew. Getting pretty close. We're in a race for it, and I'm behind. And I will do my best. And even if I can't, I can go to the item shop and, you know, maybe get Boo's Crystal Ball and steal a star or something. Anyways. For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth pass away, so they're separate, which I know goes against the whole thing that I was trying to do of putting heaven into earth, but I'm going to keep doing it. What can I say? I know that's what people hate about the Bible. It can be used to justify anything, and I'm doing the same thing that we could criticize other people for doing. But the things that I'm trying to justify are not bad things per se. So maybe that's a way of saving my self-esteem or my goodness. Heaven and earth. But maybe, well, what do we talk? Is earth different from the world is one sort of question. So maybe within the world, there's earth and heaven. And earth, if we think about it as Plato's cave, earth is like the shadows, and heaven is the light. Ooh, could be. Especially because the New Testament does have a pretty significant Platonic influence. I'm not saying that this is necessarily always influenced, because the metaphor of light is knowledge, I think, I say that hesitantly, but I'm pretty sure existed before Plato. It had to have been. I think it was. But there are definitely other times where it's at least possible that there's a Platonic influence. I don't know. We're going to keep going. Not one stroke of a letter will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Let me check there's a little note here with the not one letter. 1 iota. Okay. Oh, I gotta... Uh-oh. I'm not sure it probably would have just pushed down the handle anyways for me, but I want to do it myself. It feels better that way. Until all is accomplished. So then once all is accomplished, then the letters of the law can be abolished. So that the letters of the law in some ways just a means to accomplishing all. But then what is accomplishing all? I don't know. And maybe because we can't accomplish all, it means, practically speaking, the law is not going to be abolished. Therefore, whoever breaks, let me look at the note, or annuls, okay, fine. Therefore, whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments, so even the teeniest little bit, and teaches others to do the same, will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Hold on. But what if I do the most? What if I break the the commandments the most, wouldn't I be called the least? Or just anybody? So, whether you, to put it kind of numerically, because that just helps me, if we say sort of, on a scale of 1 to 10 of how much you break the commandments, whether you're a 1 or a 10, you're ranked the same. It's all equal, as in equally bad. In the kingdom of heaven, I suppose. Oh well. Man, that was I had a good run there, but only could get second. Oh well. For I tell you, unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. This is sort of Calvinist. I don't like that. I gotta admit, I just don't like it. Not a fan of it. But yeah, this is another thing that is in the Gospel of Matthew and all throughout the New Testament, making fun of the Pharisees for not, because the Pharisees they don't follow the law enough, or they follow the letter but not the spirit, or something like that. Okay, concerning anger, you have heard it said that it was said to those of ancient times, which they're saying in ancient times. This is really ancient. You shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. Now, as a general rule, I'm okay with this commandment. Usually I think it's okay not to murder, though there may be cases. Sorry, I gotta say, this is Pragmatist Bible study. Gotta be honest. There's sometimes I think maybe might be okay to murder. Not saying all the time, but I think there's probably some cases, at least, in which it could be okay. But as a general rule of thumb, not murdering sounds good to me. Fine with that as a general rule of thumb. Whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. So that's okay. That's true. Probably going to be judged if you murder people. It's a really tiny goal. I played this minigame in Mario Party Superstars, and I feel as though the goal is larger in Superstars, though perhaps that is but an illusion of memory. I don't know. I think I'm not even kicking it into the goal, am I? I should just go for the center. Center. Oh, I think I have to hold A to... Yeah, I screwed up. Oh well. Waluigi might have won this. How many turns do we have left? Because I think he's won the minigame star, and he had the coin star. I'm kind of scared I might lose this, but maybe I need a humbling, as I so haughtily and cavalierly criticize the Bible. Let's see. So Waluigi's getting the star. Nothing I can really do about that. So at this point, I think I just gotta get to the... but wait. It's the second turn. I don't think anyone... How many happening spaces even are there? Are those the only ones? Unless I've just been ignoring... Well, I have been ignoring the game. I think I have happening star. Is there any reason to use the mini mushroom to go... I don't think so. So, how much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a 40% chance of getting to the item shop. Let's see. Alright. Now, I'm not getting to the item shop, which is really sad. What's over here? I don't know where the star is going to be. It could go to this side, in which case... No, because everybody else is over there, I think. Yeah, so if it's over here, I probably don't have a chance. So, let's just go over here and see what happens. Another baby mush. It's kind of sad. I would have liked to have the Mega just for my options. Oh, Wario got it. I forgot he goes first. Okay. But I say to you that if you are angry with a brother or sister, and it's going to tell me it's brother. Oh, where is that? That might be near me, but... Well, I'm nearest to it, but it's... not really near me. I'm not that close to it, unfortunately. Not one turn close to it, that is. If you are angry with a brother, you will be liable to judgment. So even if you're angry, so this, going back to the meek shall inherit the earth. So the reason it's good to be meek is because if you're angry, you're going to be liable to judgment. And if you insult a brother or sister, you will be liable to the council. And if you say, you fool, you will be liable to the hell of fire. Now, here, I was agreeing with this so far. Now we're getting into tricky stuff. Even in the notes, telling me that hell, as it is translated here, is Gehenna. Now, apparently, no scholar, but Gehenna is a trash pit. That's literally what it means. It's just a big landfill where they burn their trash. It's important to know that hell is not really in the Bible as we understand it. I think there's about 3 different terms that get translated as hell in English, and oh, this one's hard. Oh, yeah, I have the rumble feature off. We'll just see how it goes. But anyways, yeah, hell is an afterlife. I mean, this would be pretty ridiculous to assume that they mean if you say you fool, you're going to hell in the way that we think of it. I mean, that just can't be. I refuse to accept that, and so I'm not going to. That's absurdity right there. Okay. What is that? EFQ? Or no, that's not. Well, that's a whole other thing. But that's a thing in symbolic logic. If something is absurd, it tells you that that argument is just wrong somehow. Oh, damn. I don't know why that's my swear word of choice right now. I guess it is the least of a swear, and it makes me think of goddamn. That's probably is. That's the connection of mind, so to speak. So I'm gonna be careful here. Yeah, being careful is good. This is a fun minigame in its own way. It's a scary minigame. It tells you about who you are and about life. Isn't that really what Mario Party is all about? Certainly what it's about in some way. Oh, can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? I'm being bold. Made it. Yeah. So, but, you know, overall, not being angry with people. But sometimes maybe you do have to be angry. There might be a sort of righteous anger. But, you know, overall, if we're just talking about interpersonal relationship, is that redundant? Interpersonal relationship? Isn't all... How can you have a relationship that's not interpersonal? I don't like that phrase. I think that's a phrasing that's used in it. Just talking about relationship. What am I doing here? Where's this freaking star at? Yeah, I'm closest to it. I'm not gonna get there though. No real reason to use the mini mush. Unless I wanted the battle minigame to try and go for the coin star. But then I risk getting the Bowser. Is it? I could. Let's do it, just because. Battle minigame. 20% chance of getting a battle minigame. Unfortunately, 20% chance of getting Bowser, but 'tis a risk. Alright, that's fine. I didn't need to do a battle minigame anyways. Okay. So, Matthew 5, verse 23. So, when you are offering your gift at the altar, not really relevant to my own life, to be honest. I can't think of the last time I've been at an altar, let alone when I've been offering it. I gotta say, just as an aside, not a fan of giving or receiving. Just the whole gifting thing. I would just rather buy what I want to buy and let people buy what they want to buy. I would rather give people money than a gift. I don't like the whole gift thing. Not a big fan of gifts. In fact, maybe that's the... There is a little bit of an economist in me. I'm not going to pretend that I'm an economist or that I'm even that educated in economics, but I've dabbled a little bit in economics, and I remember in high school, my economics class, watching a video where some economists... I died. Some economists said, basically, that gift giving is economically inefficient, and I think they were totally right. Not just economically inefficient, which is sometimes sounds a crude sort of way of judging something, but I think it's just bad. Just let people get what they want to get for themselves. There's all this pressure, and then there's this kind of obligation to like whatever somebody gives you, even if honestly it's not even that good. I didn't even want it. I would have preferred not to have been given it, and not to have this obligation to like it. That's just my own cynical view of things. At least on that issue. I don't know that I'm a cynic in general. I'm not always a fan of people who call themselves cynics, but in this one area, I gotta admit, I am a little cynical. Not a fan of gift giving. Leave your gift there. Oh, wait. Okay, if you remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. Not really sure what that means, to be honest. Number of stars. I got 2 stars. Let's see if I win. First be, reconciled to your brother. Okay, I like reconciliation. I'm down with that. Good advice. And then come in. Oh, so do it before you offer the gift. Huh. Ah, I lost. Well, yeah. Well, maybe somebody else got the coin star, but otherwise I think I lost. Or maybe I didn't. Did Waluigi ever get a star? We'll see. It's going to be really close. I have 2 stars. If Waluigi had 0 stars, I think I have the happening. Do I have the happening? Good. Okay. Let's see. But anyways, Bible, verse 25. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you are on the way to court with him, or your accuser may hand you oh, yeah, okay. Sure. Solving things. Well, sometimes you don't want to solve things out of court. Sometimes it's good to do it in court. Let's see. Oh, I did win. Okay, Waluigi must have had no stars, so I got pretty lucky there. I've been a lucky duck. I haven't been doing so well in the mini-games. I gotta do better. I did win mini-game star last time, but I didn't this time, and that's a little unfortunate. But, well, I should say it's sad, because I was fortunate overall, and then I won, because I got that happening space. There we go. Anyways, come to terms quickly. Your accuser may hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you will be thrown into prison. Truly, I tell you, you will never get out until you have paid the last penny. I'm not so sure about this whole last penny thing. It sounds a little bit... The thrown into prison might be a metaphor for hell, although this is a nicer interpretation of hell if you can get out of hell, because normally if I'm right in thinking that this is a metaphor maybe for being thrown in hell as being thrown into prison, if you can get out of prison by paying your debt, then it's nice at least that eternal damnation is not actually eternal, that you can pay your debt and get out. So I don't know. But that's it for Bible study. We only made it to Matthew 5, verse 26. We unfortunately are not going to cover concerning adultery, concerning divorce, concerning oaths, concerning retaliation, love for enemies, and Matthew 6 and 7. Really, all the rest of the Bible. I think this is going to be it for Pragmatist Bible study. I did have a good time. We'll just look through this. Pretty exciting stats. Okay, but this was rather chill, which I enjoyed, laid back. It is 7:43 a.m. I think I started this at 6:30, so it only took an hour and 15 minutes. But this was nice. This was just chill, laid back. It's a good time. I'm a fan. All right, that's it. See ya.